Assalamu alaikum. This is the third video of ISSB preparation series. First, I will briefly revise what is screening test. It is a computer-based test. You have to click on the correct option using the computer mouse. With the start of the test, time starts on the computer screen. When the time is up, you cannot use the mouse, means you cannot answer any question. Friends, you will face 4 kinds of questions in screening test. These are verbal, non-verbal, academic and mechanical. In the previous video, we learned verbal questions in detail. Now in this video, our focus will be non-verbal questions. So first, what is a non-verbal question? Simply speaking, non-verbal questions have diagrams, shapes or figures. How to solve non-verbal questions? To solve non-verbal questions, you need to pay attention on how one picture relates to the others. One has to find out the unique pattern or relationship among shapes. Furthermore, there may be 100 kinds of relationships in non-verbal questions. More you aware of different types of patterns, better you can solve this type of question. The patterns or relationships may be clockwise or anti-clockwise rotation, movement of tiles, movement of dots, movement of lines, change of colors, addition or subtraction of sides, dots, etc. Now we are going to solve 8 unique pattern questions so that you learn to solve different kinds of questions. Here is the first question. You can see that in this big square, one tile is missing. To find the missing tile, we need to look for the pattern or the relationships in the tiles. So looking from left to right or horizontally, a black dot is added in the first tile. While looking from up to down or vertically, you can see that a circle is added to the first tile. So to find the missing tile, either look vertically and add a circle or look from left to right and add a black dot. And you can see that only option C fulfills this pattern. Therefore, C is the answer and the pattern is addition of circle or dot. Now look at question number 2. In this question, we have to find one shape which has different pattern as compared to the rest of the 3 shapes. You may find that in shape C, one black dot is connected to 2 white dots, while in all the other shapes, the black dot is linked with 3 white dots. Therefore, C is the required shape. Answer is C. The pattern is to find the odd shape based on connection of dots. Question number 3. In this question, it is asked which figure replaces the question mark. When you reflect, then you find that a dot is jumping 2 places in clockwise direction inside a 6-sided shape. And at the same time, the color of the dot is alternating black and white. So you can see that according to this pattern, only option D can be the right option. So answer is D, and the pattern is clockwise movement of a dot as well as change of color. Question number 4. You can see that in this question, one needs to count the number of lines. There are multiple ways to easily count the number of lines in such questions. One of the easy way is to start counting from one end of a line instead of looking at the middle. When you count, then you will find that in this shape there are 11 lines. So option B is the answer. Now question number 5. In this question there are 3 layers of arc: inner layer, middle layer and outer layer. Looking at the innermost layer of the top 2 shapes, we find that the innermost arc is increased in clockwise direction. To be precise, a quarter or a fourth part of a circle is increased. The same pattern can be found in the middle and the upper layer. Therefore, following this pattern, our required figure is option D, and the pattern is clockwise addition of arc. Question number 6. Looking at the top 3 shapes of this figure, First, there is a black dot, and at the second stage there are two black dots and one white dot, and at the third stage one white dot is connected to the first white dot vertically and one white dot is connected to the first white dot horizontally, while the number of black dots is same to the number of black dots at stage 2. So according to this pattern, one more white dot must be connected vertically as well as horizontally, and the number of black dots must not change, and the black dots must not be connected to the white dots. Looking at all the options, you can see that only option E fulfills this pattern. So answer is E, and the pattern is addition of dots and connection of dots. Question number 7. You can see that 3 shapes are merged to make a single shape. ऊपर के 4 शेप्स में आप देख सकते हैं कि सिर्फ उन लाइंस को 4th शेप में ड्रॉ किया है जो पिछले तीनों शेप्स में कॉमन है। जो लाइंस सिर्फ एक शेप में हैं या 2 में कॉमन या मुश्तरक हैं, उन्हें 4th शेप में ड्रॉ नहीं किया है। इसलिए इस पैटर्न को फॉलो करते हुए सिर्फ ऑप्शन ई सही जवाब होगा। Now the last question, question number 8. You can see that in this question there is a big square and one tile of the square is missing. To find this missing tile, we have to find the pattern in the tiles. Looking horizontally or vertically, we can see that the number of white dots and black dots are changing. So this shows that the pattern is the counting of dots. So either count from left to right or from top to bottom. I will count from top to bottom. From top to bottom, you can see that all the 3 tiles have 5 black dots and 4 white dots in the first 2 portion. In the last portion where one tile is missing, you can count that there are 4 white dots and 2 black dots in the 2 tiles. So according to the pattern in the third portion, number of white dots are completed, but 3 black dots are missing. Option A has 3 black dots, so option A is the required tile, and in this question pattern is the counting of dots.